Hi everyone, this is Sean, welcoming you back to Nuku and giving you an overview of a new release which I'm really excited about. As you know, a virtual assistant for sales as an iPhone application. I launched Nuku, I come into the home screen, and always remember that Nuku is doing a few things. One, we want to make your job easier. So the first thing we do is we send you notifications that today are based on the calendar that we're reading from your phone, looking at Salesforce and saying, are there any meetings that you have on your phone that matter to you in the world of sales? And in this case, Nuku then sends me ahead of my meeting, 2 hours today, ahead of my meeting with the International Institute for Analytics, all of what we call a meeting briefing. And this is all the information coming from your calendar, coming from Salesforce, all put together in a nice briefing document that you can tap your way through and see all the history and all the information that's coming both from the calendar as well as the as Salesforce. Now, after the meeting, what Nuku is also going to do is send me a notification asking me to quickly log that particular meeting. In this case, I would just tap on the meeting with Toby, and I would go ahead and log it. Now, that's today the notifications that Nuku is anticipating your information needs based on calendar. Now, as you can see, there are more tiles that you can tap on. Pretty self-explanatory in terms of log activity, but really excited to show you now with objects in Salesforce, now that you can create new objects by just simply hitting the plus button on a particular opportunity, and you get to a place where you can create the opportunities. Now, we also show you sample utterances as if you were asking Nuku yourself. These are examples of the answers that you can get from Nuku. Like, for instance, how about this one? Show my opportunities due this quarter with amount greater than 100,000. It's an example utterance. You can tap on it. You can see what Nuku is doing is translating that into a query. And you can tap on the query parameters and say, no, I want to change amount or I want to change date. In this case, I say, let's go. And what Nuku is doing now is giving you an answer to a question that we put up as an example of the kinds of things that you can do with Nuku. Now, also exciting is the ability to edit. Edit anything, if you will, when you see it. So let me say, hey Nuku, show me my overdue tasks. And so what Nuku is doing is reaching into Salesforce, coming back and saying, okay, here are all the tasks that you have that are overdue. And so what we do now is enable you to edit and click like this. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and say, hey Nuku, I'm going to press on that green button, say change all those statuses to completed, and I did. And now what I do is I can click on this particular action, which is call Fred, and I can look at the detail of it. And anytime I get into the detail, I can always hit the burger menu or swipe left to get to more actions. In this case, edit that particular task. And so you can walk through and edit anything and then submit. And so that's the ability to edit both in a list view of tasks as well as at the detail level. And like I said before, all these new tiles with the accounts and the contacts you can create, and you can see different answers to questions that we're giving you as example questions. Now, always and forever talking to Nuku, all about natural language processing. And so we, as you see, we give you examples of the things that you can say to Nuku by simply tapping on the box. And now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate just a classic log a meeting that I had recently with somebody that was not on my calendar. Met with Elliot. We had a great discussion, and I look forward to the follow-up next week. So here I am. I get back the transcription. I would look at it at this point, and if I didn't like anything, I'd tap and I would edit further. But in this case, I like it. Now what Nuku is doing is it's reaching back to Salesforce. It's parsing through my command, and it says, I think what you want me to do is log a meeting with Elliot Thompson from Wise River. We had a great discussion, and what I can do now is I can tap my way through, and I can actually say, you know what, it wasn't a meeting, that was actually a call. So I'm going to change that to call, and I look at it, I like it, and I'm going to go ahead and, in this case, I'm going to submit it. I'm not going to create a next action. I just like the fact that I've just quickly captured that particular activity, and I can look at it. I can press on activity and actually see this is what's in Salesforce now, is this information about my particular meeting that or the call that I had with Elliot. And so that's it. So talking to Nuku and being able to do things like ask questions, like we give you examples of, doing things like log meeting, or doing things like Update Opportunity. All about using your voice or typing into Nuku to do what you want to do. Thank you very much.